Welcome back to FM Story. We are rapidly approaching the end of Season 9 of the South American Glory Hunt to Save. We are in Peru with Universitario. We won the Apertura and we are currently second in the Clausura with 5 games left, 1 point behind Cienciano, who we play next. If we win the Clausura, we're declared league champions. If we don't win the Clausura, there's a championship playoff to decide the league champions. So without further ado, let's get into the action and see if we can beat Cienciano to go top of the Clausura. Oh, big top of the table clash here. We've gone with the same team that played the last game at the end of the last episode. We are still missing Doritis, who's our captain and probably one of our best defenders. Hopefully, we have enough to get a result against a team who are doing exceptionally well themselves. Right, so a free kick for them deep in their own half. I'll try to play the way out. Out to the left-hand side. Ball into the box from deep. Quinones gets his head on it. Ventura to Amaya. Back to Guerrero. Amaya now bringing the ball infield. Ramirez onto Navarro. It falls for Neira in the box. And how has he not hit the target from there? Right, free kick. Maya lifts into the box, looking for Coronado. It's headed clear to Ventura. Finds Ramirez. Fuentes from outside the box. What a finish that is. In off the inside of the post. Gets us up in front early on in the game. Puts some pressure on them. So Ventura eventually sort of works it to Ramirez, who helps it onto Fuentes, who shifts it out of his feet and fires it low in off the post past the keeper. And the game's quieting down a touch now. A goal kick for them. They've gone short with it. Out to this left-hand side again. Cross from the left. Quinones misjudged his jump. They've levelled it at 1-1. And that was just poor defending. We've let them get far too far forward on this left-hand side. We've let Cozzy run. And then he picks out a decent cross. Quinones gets underneath it. Torres heads it past Guerrero. And that's 1-1. And there we are, half-time 1-1. Yeah, it was a stupid goal to concede. We need to be better in the second half. Because really, we do need to win this game. Right, we made one change at half-time. Navarro hadn't had a great first half, so we brought Alcaraz on up front alongside Coronado. Ventura with it now. Back to Fuentes, Ramirez. Neira from distance, and the keeper gets down and pushes it behind for a corner. Alcaraz to take it from that right towards the near post. It's up in the air. It comes down for Neira. Smashes that off the post and out. And it might just not be our day today. Now down the right for them. Well, they've given it away. Ramirez now breaking. Looks to find Coronado, but it's going to come back at us here. Amaya's misjudged that one. And we're now behind. Amaya rushed out to try and intercept the ball and misjudged it. This one here. It's played out towards the left. He misjudges it. Benitez just takes it in and then just beats the keeper. Right, we need to take a chance at some point here. We're not creating them though now. Into the last 10 minutes. We've got a corner, Alanzinho to take it. It's up in the air. They've cleared it as far as Quinones. Out to Diaz. He almost lost it. Quinones into Neira, back to Diaz with time on this left. Can he get a cross into the box? Finds Coronado. He squares it. A tap in for Alcaraz. We've got ourselves level. Can we go on and get a winner now? So Diaz eventually gets down the line. A lovely ball into Coronado. He takes a great first touch and then just fires it across goal. And Alcaraz is just stealing in there to tap home. Right, it's played forward, headed clear as far as Amaya. Back to Ventura. Fuentes. Back to Ventura. Went all the way back to Guerrero. Fuentes with some time. Finds Alanzinho, Coronado, Alcaraz. I think he was offside anyway, but he puts it wide. Right, free kick. Alanzinho to take it. Lifts it over the wall and just over the top as we go into injury time. And there we go, full time 2-2. In the end, we've done well to get a point out of that. But it's pole position for Cienciano as far as the Clausura is concerned. And we've made it to the final day of the season. And we are Clausura champions, which I think means that we are the league champions, having won the Apertura and the Clausura. I don't think there's a championship playoff, but I don't think we'll find that out until the last game of the season. Luckily, we've got it all wrapped up because we do have quite a collection of injuries and suspensions going into the last game of the season. But things have gone pretty well. Obviously, we drew that game against Cienciano, and then they actually lost their next game against Melgar, and that then from that point on we were top of the table. We beat UTC 2-0 away from home. We beat Wanaurik 2-0 at home, and then we went away and came from a goal down to beat Sport Boys 2-1, which was enough with the result the following day for Cienciano to secure us as the Clausura champions. We were 5 points ahead after we'd played our 16th game. They could only draw their next game, which means we're 4 points clear with just one game left to go. And now it's all about celebrating this title in style. This is the side we've picked for the final day of the season. It's a bit patched up. We are missing some big players, but hopefully we can come away with a victory just to round the season off and make it an unbeaten Clausura. Right, so from the kickoff, we've gone back to the defenders. And now they're attacking down the right. We've got it back though. Coronado squares it. Alcaraz goes away from goal. Diaz from distance. Yet another screamer from George Diaz. In off the underside of the bar. That's 3 in about a month and a half. Absolute screamers from distance. I mean, I thought we'd lost it when Alcaraz goes away from goal. But he just drops it off. Diaz takes a touch and just drills it, and it just dips enough to hit the underside of the bar and go in. Right, Aguirre with a free kick lifted towards the back post. Sotomayor's gone down in the box. And the referee looks like he's pointing to the spot. We'll get the obviously VAR check to make sure it is a penalty, and it is. And it's Coronado stepping up to take it. Keeper goes the right way, but didn't get anywhere near it. And that's 2-0 in 15 minutes. And we're celebrating this title in style. It was right in the corner. Keeper actually got his fingertips to it, but couldn't keep it out. Right, Alanzinho to Amaya, back to Sotomayor, across to Aguirre, Quinones, to Diaz in space again on this left. Low cross, tapped in by Alcaraz at the back post. And that's 3-0 after 21 minutes, and we are flying. It's going to turn into a proper party, this. Diaz just drives down that left, drills it across the 6-yard box, and Alcaraz with a simple tap-in. Right, Alanzinho short with a free kick to Sotomayor, back to him. Ramirez to Neira. And every time we shoot, it looks like it's going in now. That's 4-0. I suspect that it might not have been quite as much of a party time and quite as straightforward had we still needed something from this game. But given there's nothing riding on the game, we are just firing on all cylinders. A corner for them, lifted towards the back post. Guerrero comes and claims it. And then goes long with the kick. Neira picks up the header, finds Alcaraz, and there's Alanzinho, and he's missed the target. Right, Diaz gets back to win it. Quinones back to Diaz, infield to Ramirez. Aguirre back to Guerrero. Quinones to Alanzinho, over the top for Coronado, takes it down on his chest, drills it past the keeper, and that's 5-0 in 32 minutes. So Alanzinho just takes a touch and then just over the top. Coronado takes it on the chest, gets it out in front of him, and then just lashes it past the keeper on his left foot. Right, a free kick for them, lifted into the box. Sotomayor gets his head on it. Another cross into the box towards the back post, and the header goes straight at Guerrero. Right, Quinones to Diaz. Alanzinho to Neira. From distance, and it's just over the top. Right, they've gone long with a goal kick. We've won a header. Well, it's going to come back at us, I think. Down this left-hand side, Flores. Infield. Back to Flores. Infield again. And that was a pretty well-worked goal for them. And that's 5-1. It's been an eventful first half. It's a nice bit of play here. Nice ball. No one matched the run of Flores into Rodriguez. And they've got a goal back. And there we are, half-time. True party mode, 5-1 up. And hopefully more goals to celebrate in the second half. Right, we made one change at half-time. We brought Doraitis on, coming back from injury, getting him a chance to celebrate this title. Right, they've put a ball into the back post. Oh, and the header goes over the top. Right, a throw for us, Amaya to Neira. Amaya tries to play it into the box. He's won it back again, though. And finds Sotomayor into Ramirez. Alanzinho from distance. And the keeper turns it behind for a corner. In-swing it towards the middle of the goal, up in the air. Still up in the air. Coronado finds Alcaraz. And it's just over the top. And we've gone long with a goal kick. Alanzinho gets his head on it, but it's going to come back at us here. Well, lovely ball. Flores in behind, lifts it towards the back post. Guerrero comes and claims it easily. And then throws it out to Sotomayor. Neira. bringing it forward. Low ball into the box. It eventually comes through to Coronado, who drills it past the keeper from close range, completes his hat trick, and makes it 6-1. So Neira is just allowed to come a long, long way with the ball, and it just drills it, and it bypasses 4 of their defenders. And Coronado from 6 yards out drills it past the keeper. Right, we made the rest of our changes to get some fresh legs on, get some players on the pitch to celebrate this title victory. Right, Guzman back to Amaya. He's looking to go round the outside on the right. By the corner flag, pulls it back for Sotomayor. He finds Ramirez on the edge of the box, and he's drilled it into the top corner. And with a couple of minutes left, that's 7-1. Amaya just pulls it back to Sotomayor. He just plays it to Ramirez on the edge of the D, or edge of the box. He hits it first time. Too much power for the keeper. And there we are, full time, 7-1. What a performance. Obviously, there was no tension to be had. There was nothing up for grabs. And we went out and just celebrated in style. And there we are, confirmation that we've won the league title, having won both the Apertura and the Clausura. Extended the record of league titles for Universitario. And there we go. Now, what this also means is we've actually completed Peru, because as we've experienced this season, there's no cup competition. So it is going to be time to move on again after the end of this season. We've not been to Chile or Uruguay yet. We need to go back to Colombia to win the league title. And we need to go back to Brazil at some point to win the Copa do Brazil. And looking at the job security, get rid of the leagues that we don't need to go to. So there are a couple of jobs available in Colombia, but I suspect they're clubs that have been relegated or are about to be relegated. In terms of insecure jobs, there's none that would help us deliver the cup in Brazil, I don't think. Elético Nacional, now that is a different manager to the one that replaced us at the end of last season. That's insecure. I think if any of these jobs become available, the one we probably want is Universidad Católica in Chile, because I think they were the favourites going into the season. But they're currently sat 5th and on a horrendous run of form as well. So that's the one we're sort of keeping an eye on. But hopefully there's some more jobs become available as the seasons end. And there we are, the end of another episode, the end of another season. And what started as a bit of a horrific season, having lost 4 out of the opening 5 league games in the Apertura, has ended with us securing both the Apertura and the Clausura, and securing everything we need to secure in Peru in just one season. Join us in the next episode to find out where we begin season 10. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.